welcome back to the Mookie Chilson channel, and it is an expansion day here at Mookie Chilson World Headquarters. Two of the new wings have seen some explosive growth, and I want to take you through it now. Right now you are looking at the 3D exhibit here at Mookie Chilson World Headquarters. Of course, that began the inaugural card in this wing is this wildly off registration on the 68 Seaver, one of my favorite cards of all time, in this sort of Andy Warhol-esque slipped yellow cyan print error, which I just love and adore. It led me to want to pick up this Hank Aaron when I saw it, which has another blue slip. You can see the Braves, the word Braves there, has the blue slipped out of it, and some blurry eyes on old Hammerin' Hank. And it's fitting because Hank Aaron was Tom Seaver's hero as he was coming up to the big leagues. But that's not why we're here to talk about these blurry cards, these 3D cards. I put these cards on my Instagram at one point, and a gentleman named Ground Chuck said, I've got the infamous Dock Ellis version of that blurry registration card, and I want to send it to you. Now, Dock Ellis, we all know, is infamous for pitching a no-hit ball game in 1970 while under the influence of a controlled substance. But apparently his pitching was controlled enough to get through the whole game without giving up a hit. And so Ground Chuck reached out to me and said, I have this card. Would you want it? And I said, absolutely. It will go into the wing. And he writes, this is a 1 of 1 from Ground Chuck. I hope you enjoy the little dose of Dock Ellis and some Mets. Stay safe, my friend, Ground Chuck. Now, many of you will know Ground Chuck from YouTube. He's got a great YouTube channel. He's also very active on Instagram, and that's where we connected. And I'm super, super, super happy and excited because not only did Ground Chuck, whose real name is Kyle, give me this Dock Ellis card, just send it to me. What is the other card in that set, in that Pirate team set you would want? Well, this is what Dock Ellis was looking at when he was on the mound. This is catcher Milt May, who went the distance with Doc and apparently liked his stuff and was calling a great game. And as we know, the catchers are super important in those games. But look at that registration. The color shifting is wild. You can see it particularly well in the Pirate name at the top. So Dock Ellis and Milt May, two outstanding. The size of the blurry wing of the Mookie Chilson World Headquarters literally doubled overnight. Thank you to Ground Chuck. And he wasn't done. He gave me some of these awesome Mets stickers, these Fleer vintage Mets stickers, which are great and have puzzles on the back. Super cool. And he also gave me, this is way too generous, the 1965 J Publishing cards of the New York Mets with a few pinholes. Kyle was kind enough to give me. So there's Larry Bernarth. You've got Galen Cisco, pitching coach extraordinaire. You've got Jack Fisher, gentleman Jim Hickman. And this is where the pinholes start. Oh no, that's Eddie Kranepool, who the Mets are wearing a number 7 on their jersey for this year. And this is where the pinholes start. Roy McMillan was stuck up to a youngster's wall, as was Chris Cannizzaro. You can see there. Super, super, super cool, these cards. I don't even know if they're technically called cards, but they're amazing. Jay's Publishing. I'm going to try and complete this set. My man Al Jackson. I love Al Jackson. Pinhole Al Jackson. Super, super cool. But guess what? Ground Chuck was not done. He also sent a pinhole card of Walter Payton. For your pinhole PC, Mookie, I know this is a football card, but Walter Sweetness Payton is on it. Hope you enjoy, Ground Chuck. And you better believe I enjoy it. Now, what Ground Chuck should know is, there it is there. Denver Broncos Orange Crush. Now they're trying to take down Sweetness himself, Walter Payton. So it is debatable here at Mookie Chilson World Headquarters. We'd love to know what you all think. Is this a Broncos fan? thrilled that they're taking down Walter Payton? Or is this a Payton fan who knows that Walter made it through the secondary to pay dirt? Now, Ground Chuck should know that that's not my only football card with a pinhole on it. I have a Staubach card, which is not pictured, but I have this amazing Gale Sayers card, which I super, super, super love. And you can see the telltale corona of a thumbtack imprint surrounding the thumbtack puncture wound there on this beautiful, was it 69 Gale Sayers? I believe that's a 69. But not just that. This just happened to arrive in the mail today, and I figured I'd show you all in Ground Chuck. That's my guy, Bubba Smith, who wasn't just a fearsome defensive end for the Colts. No, he was a 1980s film and TV star, including in the Police Academy movies, where he starred as, was he Hightower? I think he was Hightower. He wasn't Tackleberry. It would have made sense if he was Tackleberry. But there's Bubba Smith. Super cool pinhole card. In the growing and expanding football collection, which now has a Walter Payton from Ground Chuck. So thank you for that, Ground Chuck. That is super, super, super cool and really, really appreciate it. Now, the other expansion here at the Mookie Chilson World Headquarters, I have recently shown you all my new endeavor, which is, where is it? These 1953 color Bowman set cards. This one is a totally roached Monty Irvin, but I got it because on the back, you can see in that line there, it says this year, somebody wrote in Monty Irvin's statistics. Now they're a little faded there, and this is a little tough to see compared to this version, which is my Willard Marshall card you see on the front. Looks like a normal Willard Marshall card, but it is not. It is a completed Willard Marshall card. A stat back, 122 he played, 17 dingers, 62 RSBI. There you have it. So that's 2 of 160 I have. And now there's an expansion. This is a 1953 Bowman color Eddie Matthews card. And if you notice on the front, it's got lots of scuffing and gloss loss, sort of. It's got also got a big old crease on it. And I bet I know why there's that crease, and I bet I know why look at those polka dots of paint that are missing. Aren't those in an intriguing pattern? There's one bad one there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why, oh why, would those dots, those paper loss, paint loss dots exist there? Well, let's turn the card over and see what was happening on the back. Well, I know why this card is so damaged on the front. It's because the young person who got this card, who took this card out of a pack, was scoring Eddie Matthews' 1953 season as it went along. So he would play in a game, they would write it down and tick one number up. Same with that bats. Runs scored, hits, home runs. They stopped after, let's see if they got the right number, 43 home runs. What did Eddie Matthews have in 1953? Did he have 43 home runs? Nope, it was 47. So 47 home runs in 1953 for Ed Matthews. Now, that's a great total for a great Hall of Famer. And the youngster who had this card was playing the home game all the way through. And now, again, it's in this collection here at Mookie Chilson World Headquarters. And I'm super excited to have it. And to me, again, when I think about baseball cards, I think about sort of 3 legs of the stool. There's the player, there's the manufacturer, and then there's you, the collector. And you, the collector, in 1953 were asked to play the home game, just like these kids did. And so these, to me, make them so much cooler than any PSA 10 Eddie Matthews. Now, they may not be as expensive or valuable, but to me, there's an intrinsic value there that you just need to sort of unlock if you look at it a little bit different. So there you have it. We have expanded 2 major wings here at Mookie Chilson World Headquarters, both the Statback completed 1953 Bowman color and the blurry wing in the registration hall at Mookie Chilson World Headquarters. Thank you to Ground Chuck. Thank you to Eddie Matthews. Thank you to the young person who decided to keep score on Eddie Matthews. The card will live on here at the World Headquarters. And thank you for watching. That's it. Good night. Bye. Thank you.